Hi everyone, enjoy watching and thank you for being here.
Chapter 163. Come in, thank goodness. You're still awake, Tia. Can we talk for a moment? I wanted to stop by to thank you for today. Lorraine, I hope I didn't do anything unnecessary. Huh? Oh no. Thanks to you, I was able to see Lord Avenox. Do you like him that much, Lorraine? Well, Lord Avenox makes me smile. As you know, TA, I'm a bit shy and find it difficult to be around people. But when I'm with Lord Avenox, I find myself smiling before I know it. I think it's because I know he genuinely cares about me, so I feel at ease. It's strange, really. I've never felt this kind of comfort even from my parents who gave birth to me, or my younger brother I grew up with, Lorraine. For now, just think about yourself. If it makes you happy and comfortable, that's all that matters. Tia. So you do know about the marriage talks, roughly. How far has it progressed? Fortunately, nothing's been decided yet. Apparently, there are a few candidates. Candidates? As you know, my father's situation is a bit complicated right now. I know how selfish it is to accept Lord Avenox's feelings in this situation, but I like Lord Avenox so much. As I said earlier, for now, Lorraine, just think about yourself. Nothing's been decided yet, so don't be too sad already. Okay, thank you, Tia. Galahan Clothing Store, what brings you here so suddenly? Lord Sersho? I seem to have been rude. Is there no apology for coming unannounced without making an appointment? I know it's rude, but I'm not sorry about it. I thought you might visit at least once after becoming the head of the Sersho family. But it's been hard to see your face. Lord Galahan Lombardi. Of course, I understand you must be very busy managing clothing shops spread across the continent and the Sazayu territory together. Thank you. I, being less busy, should have come to visit, shouldn't I? I really can't figure out what you're up to. By the way, I heard that a port is opening in Sazayu. Is that rumor true? Yes, it is. Then the Sazayu, the port, will be the starting point for inland goods to move along the river. But why am I only finding out about this now? For the goods to reach Sazayu port, they all have to pass through Sersho's land, don't they? He's right. The Sazayu port is surrounded by Sersho's land. Whether goods can enter Sazayu or not depends on him, the head of the Sersho family. How should I interpret your words? What meaning do you think it has? I heard you've put quite a lot of effort into this, receiving investment from the pellet trading company. With one word from me, it could all turn to nothing. His older brother, VC Lombardi, could barely breathe under my pressure. This one might be no different or even worse. Stop this childish act and tell me what you want. You seem certain that I want something. If that weren't the case, you wouldn't have needed to go through the trouble of coming here personally to break my spirit. You could have simply locked the gates of Sersho to prevent goods from entering after the port opened. That way would have inflicted a greater blow to Sazayu. So let's cut the nonsense. What is it you want? Sometimes rumors turn out to be true, I guess. Please state your business quickly. I have other plans today. Isn't today Lord Lombardi's birthday? Then we should hurry. Priority access for Sersho ships to enter Sazayu port anytime. How about that? You mean Is Sersho planning to build its own ships? If they're used often, we in Sersho could build them too, so you're planning to take Sersho's grains to sell in the east. Directly. You aware that Sersho's grains are sold at the lowest price in the empire, Lord Lombardi? Since the production is high, the price is set low. I can no longer stand by and watch as the produce of Sersho's farmers, made with their blood and sweat, is sold at dirt cheap prices. That why you've joined hands with Anginas in the West? To easily target the West, which is always short on food? I won't deny it. Over the past few months, the people of the Western territories have become accustomed to the cheap food we supply, and you're planning to expand to the east through the water trade starting from Sasayu. Thanks to you, Lord Galahan Lombardi, for opening up the new market of the east. Perhaps it was a mistake to underestimate him because of his title as former Knight Commander. Chant in Sersho, you're not ordinary man. So accept my offer, Lord Lombardi. Very well. I'll send detailed information about the docking fees to your mansion soon. Docking fees? Mavian, did you think you'd get it for free? Since we're neighbors to Sersho, I'll offer it at a much lower price. If the Lord of Sasayu says so, I should believe it. I'll wait for your message. I feel like I've barely managed to protect the Sasayu port from a wild beast. But then, I can no longer stand by and watch as the produce of Sersho's farmers, made with their blood and sweat, is sold at dirt cheap prices. Maybe he's not such a bad person after all. Grandfather, happy birthday. Chapter 164. The northern region has stabilized, and mineral prices have dropped. Perhaps Lombardi should invest more in Western real estate. If only Shananet hadn't refused, she would have made an excellent successor. In the end, we'll have to wait and see. Visa's Western tourism project is about to take off. But right now, I'm leaning most towards Galahan. There are several reasons, but the biggest reason is, Grandfather, happy birthday. Ho ho, thank you, Tia. Let's have exactly 100 more healthy birthday celebrations, Grandfather. Oh ho ho, you. I know you don't like getting birthday gifts, but this is different, so please accept this time. It's an invitation to the Pallet Trading Company's banquet by the river in the Imperial City next week. Oh, a banquet by the river, you say? The weather has been so nice lately. It seemed a shame to stay indoors on such days, so we prepared something special. Are you saying you prepared this banquet, Tia? Yes, Grandfather. I even personally chose the invitation envelopes. Look, it's red. Haha, I see. Actually, it's not a typical banquet, but a showcase for Pallet Trading Company's new business. And since I contributed ideas to that business, I'd be really happy if you could come. Oh, is that so? Then of course this old man must attend. Wow, everyone will be surprised when you come, Grandfather. You probably just picked out some flower arrangements for the banquet. Father, don't you know how much money came in from Anginas today for the construction costs? Aren't I the other main character of today's banquet? Vise, I think you've had too much to drink, but the Anginas family, who said they were short on funds, paid the full amount as soon as I requested it. As a man, you should be strong enough to do something like that, right? What a load of nonsense. Anyone listening would think Anginas gave Lombardi money they didn't have to. They paid late and only half. Yet they're acting so proud, quiet. How dare you speak so impudently without knowing your place? Leichmann, you know one thing, but not the other. Western develop. Ment isn't over yet. If this tourism project goes well, it's all arranged for Anginas to place more orders with Lombardi. Isn't it good for family members to help each other? That's strange. Family. When did Anginas become a vassal house to our Lombardi? Haha. The vassal house? House Anginas are my in-laws. They're practically the same family as Lombardi. Well, when you get married and leave, you'll become part of another family. It's no surprise that you lack affection for Lombardi. What did you just say? Lack of affection. For Lombardi? Me? Florentia Lombardi, compared to someone like you, VSA? I can tolerate Lombardi suffering great losses due to VSE's foolishness. I can ignore VSE's idiotic remarks, but... Invitation? Please make sure to come. If you don't come, you might find yourself on the fringes of social gatherings for a while. Don't regret it later. Take another look, focusing on when Pallet Trading Company was first established. Especially find out where the previous owner of the Pallet Trading Company building is now. Why the previous owner? Check if the person who purchased that building was Clarivan Pellet himself. I mean the actual buyer, not just the one on paper. Why didn't I think of this earlier? From the beginning, Pallet Trading Company had no other investors. Clarivan Pellet was the sole owner. Is it possible for someone who was just one of the many employees working for the Lombardi family? There must have been a helper. The largest mansion in the small village of Menri, south of Lombardy territory. Who is it? Hello? I've come looking for Green Barrow, who used to live in Lombardy Castle. May I meet him? The master is resting now. Please come into the reception room for now. Thank you. I have a strange feeling of certainty that this time I'll find the right answer. Very well. Then let's begin. Welcome. I sincerely thank you all for taking your precious time to be here. Now, let's begin the main event of the banquet. The main event? What else is there? We'll be escorting you all onto the ship. Chapter 165. What's this food? Let me try it. This is really delicious. It's a flavor I've never experienced before. Oh, this is food from the eastern region. When I was younger, I went to the east a few times. This is the dish I tasted back then. The name was cantate, wasn't it? That's right. It's a dish made by simmering seafood, a specialty of the east, in a citrus sauce. Ah, how wonderful it would be to visit the eastern region. I'd really like to go too, huh? Galahan Lombardi, right? And who's that next to him? Isn't that young man the deputy head of the Eastern Romanga? Welcome, everyone. Do you like the banquet specially prepared by our Pellet Trading Company? As you may have noticed, all the dishes in front of you are Eastern cuisine. They are very special dishes that are not easily found in other regions of the empire. With the help of Prince Abinok's Rumang, I had the chance to experience the excellent food and culture of the East by coincidence. I wanted to share this with more people, and the answer was found in Chisayu. A week from now, the port of Chisayu will open. The inland waterway to the east will be opened, and from Chisayu, Pellet Trading Company's Eastern Cruise Tour will begin. The reason for today's banquet is simple: to select 15 pairs of customers who will embark on the historic first cruise trip in 2 weeks. A passenger ship 10 times the size of this vessel will be operating, and all expenses will be covered. Selected individuals will just need to enjoy the beautiful nightly onboard banquets and dreamlike Eastern trip with a relaxed mind for 7 days. How will the selection be made? The method is simple. During the banquet, a staff member holding a box will pass by you. You need to write your name on a card and place it in the box. The drawing will take place at the end of the banquet. So please enjoy the excellent food and beautiful music of the East. Move. Open the door. I need to get off right now. It's dangerous. Please stop, Lord Lombardi. The ship has already departed. What? Then tell them to turn the ship around. Just as I was about to make some money from Western tourism, now there's a superior Eastern cruise tour. It seems like the Empress is running to save her own skin. But what if it takes more than 5? With the money Lombardi Construction hasn't received and the personal funds invested in Western development, he's probably losing his mind. Serves him right. Claravan, it's his own fault. Ah, perfect. What a beautiful night. What about Tia? She's still up. They said the banquet ended late last night. Considering Tia's secret, she probably couldn't miss the banquet. I was prepared to wait several hours until she woke up. Come in, Perez. I've been waiting. The day you sold the building? There was one peculiar thing. Yes, one thing. At the place where the final payment was made, a child had followed along. A child, you say? Yes. A girl who seemed about 12 years old. She made the final payment instead of the man who bought the building with a large sack of gold coins. Now that I think about it, it was indeed unusual. Do you remember anything else about that girl? Her appearance or name? Not really, asking someone like me for such details. Except that she was small and her manner of speaking was quite mature. The cake I would like is a chocolate cake with chocolate frosting and chocolate sprinkles. I'm craving chocolate, but I'd be willing to give it up if you want something else. Yes, Tia, are you the real owner of Pellet Trading Company? Yes, that's right. I'm the true owner of Pellet Trading Company. From the beginning? Yes, from the beginning. Pellet Trading Company was established 8 years ago. At that time, TA was only 11 years old. Perez? So it was all Tia's work. You're truly amazing, Tia. I never thought the former owner of Pellet Trading Company would be found. If Bait hadn't rushed in with the cake early in the morning to warn us, we would have been ambushed by Perez without knowing anything. Perez, is he feeling betrayed? Voinyo, if this incident causes a rift, getting close to the future emperor and helping become the head of Lombardy, only to ruin the plan to change the fallen family's future. The relationship between you and me won't deteriorate that much. Do you happen to know my secret too? Monarch Trading Company? So you knew. Using the Triva trees to pressure the Empress and Anginas was a really good move, Perez. So pellet trading company. Did you stack the Triva trees anticipating a landslide? Since we have many minds there, we listened to the experts' opinions. With the same Triva trees, you cut off the Empress's financial supply and gained economic benefits, while I only acted a bit more politically. But if you and I had worked together from the start, we could have achieved even greater results. Greater results. TA, what is your goal? Goal. Simply expanding pellet trading company seems insufficient, and there are parts that are hard to understand. I will become the head of Lombardi, Perez. And to achieve that, I plan to continue helping you become the crown prince and take revenge. Of course, I'm not saying I'll use you for my own gain. I'm helping you because you're my friend to use me. What? Use me, Perez? If it's you, it's fine to use me. Whether it's 10 times or 100 times, it's perfectly okay. No, please use me. Tia, so that I can help you. Chapter 166. Is everything well with tourism in the West? There is no problem. Thank you for concerning, Mr. Chantancios Howe. But that cruise trip sounds quite attractive. Also, they say that the East has a temperate and warm climate throughout the year. It would be perfect as a tourist destination. Lord Siosho, you are playing with me now. Will you be able to meet the agreed payment date, Your Majesty? It would be good if you could delay the payment date. It seems that the Western tourism business has taken a hit. Also, if you want to compete with the Eastern cruise business in the future, you will need more funds. We at Siosho have already invested money in the West business, so withdrawing now would result in a big loss. If you wish, I will loan you more funds, Your Majesty. I see this is so Mayoni you can reason with. If you have them, it would be a great help. Mr. Sios, how? I'm worried about getting even more in debt, but if I stop here, the only thing that will left will be debt. I have to try to do something else. However, this time I will need a warranty. Warranty, you say? Even if I am the patriarch of my family, I need so mething to show to the members of the Siosho house. I trust that Your Majesty will understand my position. Sure. A guarantee. How about the lands near Angina's territory that you transferred to Siosho last time? Are you to ling me to deliver the land documents? It does not need to be fertile or high-value land. I know there are many of those lands in the territory of Anginas. It's enough for it to be some thing to show to Mrs. Siosho and the family members. It is only for the good of everyone. What would Siosho do with the titles of the lands of Anginas, already having extensive agricultural lands? I am only proposing this because I want to give Her Majesty an Ange. Nas one more chance, I also agree to settle the debt and close the contract as Ori generally promised. What will you do, Your Majesty? It has already been 3 months since cruise tourism began. Many things have changed during that time. The biggest change was the money that was coming into my safe. I'm tired. How many days have it been since I came back? There were 2 big sources of income. One was money that the Pellet Corporation made directly through the cruise business in the East, and the other was the fee for the use of the port of Chisile, which I shared with my father. To be honest, the second source was much larger than the first, which surprised me. That means that the Chisile territory is developing rapidly. Tomorrow I will sleep late. I will not get out of bed until my back hurts. Sniff. Lorraine? What are you doing here? Why are you crying? Titia. Sniff. My marriage. It has been arranged. I don't know what to do. Have you calmed down a little, Lorraine? Yes, thanks. Tell me, have you been good? Yes. Recently I heard the conversation between my mother and my father. By chance, it looks like they have already decided. A wedding which the involved knows nothing about. It seems like a ridiculous story, but unfortunately, it is a common situation in the empire, especially in powerful noble families. The marriage of children is used as the simple and convenient method to preserve their power. If you care about the feelings of your children, at least you give them a little power of decision, but in the case of Viese and Salal, that expectation is a luxury. Lorraine, what do you want to do? I always thought this moment would come one day. Since I was a child, they taught me to live that way. But after meeting young Avanox, I realized that I wanted to be with someone who could make me very happy. So I wanted to tell my parents about young Avanox. They were very happy. They said that my marriage would be a great help to my father. Even if I tell Tem that I don't want an arranged marriage, it would not do anything, right? I feel bad for young Avanox. He will feel very affected. He's more sensitive than he appears, but I really don't want to marry anyone other than young Avanox. If it's not him, I don't want... You can't choose between family and love nor abandon one for the other. How much pain must be causing in that sensitive heart? Lorraine, first, no matter what happens in the future, don't you think it would be better to convey your feelings to young Avanox in a clear way? Can I really do it? Wouldn't it be a daring? Young Avanox will definitely be more worried about you, and these things spread fast, so I think it would be better to tell him as soon as possible. Tomorrow is the day of the book club where I would see young Avanox, but my mother plans to take me to meet my future husband that day. The what? Tomorrow? Like you said, the rumor will spread fast. What do we do? The place of the book club is in the capitale, right? Where exactly? On Caramel Avenue? Right on Caramel Avenue. Lorraine, write a letter to young Avanox. Tomorrow I will go to the club and give it to him. Really? Thank you, Tia. It has scared me. I didn't expect such an effusive tie-in from her. Avanox cares a lot. I'll go write the letter quickly. Wait for me a little, TA. Hey? Wait a moment. Lorraine. Yeah? Who is the person you have been engaged to? In my past life, he was a cousin of the Patriarch of the Northern family, Ivan. Is it the same this time? Oh, that. Is his Highness the first prince? What? Who did you say? The first prince. Salal Visi, you are both crazy. Dare to engage Lorraine to someone like Astana. That merit G. I will prevent it at all costs. Then why did you want to see me, Your Majesty? As I mentioned before, the first prince's commitment is being nagged. Well, so we should celebrate it together, right? Are you referring to the proposal to join Florentia Lombardi's daughter with Astana? Yeah. Your mother is my cousin, and that family is also willing to become relatives of the imperial family, so the engagement talks are progress. Sing without problems. Is she not sixth-degree cousin with Astana? According to imperial law, if it is of the third degree or longer, marriage is permitted. Even marriages between cousins occur frequently. The Patriarch of the Lombardi family will not agree with this. We are not talking about anything. It is an imperial marriage. Everything must be done according to His Majesty's will. Refusal of an imperial commitment, even for the Lombardi, it is clearly crossing the line. You can't ignore Her Majesty's authority, right? That's how it is. And recently, the Patriarch of the Lombardi, he has opposed the imperial family's development of iron mines, which has been a problem. If in this context, the Lombardi family becomes relative to the imperial family, the Patriarch of the Lombardi will no longer be able to object so easily, right? You're right. Being Vizi's daughter, she will be more useful if she one day become Patriarch of the Lombardi. I am glad that Your Majesty understands my intentions. You don't need to decide it now. Tomorrow I talk to the Patriarch of the Lombardi, His Majesty. Maybe he won't object that much, and so, of course, that old man will strongly oppose. It will hurt the pride of Yvonne's. Come on, Your Majesty, have a drink.